Everyone's favorite guardian. Morning, Rose. Took a minute to do, though. So if you're pressed for time and you still want your gems. So far, yeah. Is it something wrong with it? I literally just got on, so I don't know. Must be a surge of bots again. Yeah, I literally just got on 5 minutes ago. I have no idea. Thank God. Cool. Yeah, it could just be their servers. It could be like, could be just them kind of doing some backend stuff for the server merges too. What's going on, Kevin? What's going on, Velvet? Morning, guys. Morning. Still got some alts held keys to do, so we're gonna be doing those this morning, I think. Yo, what? Moving cancels that? I didn't even mean to do that. Good morning, Mr. Viewer. Morning, guys. Morning, morning, morning. How'd it go? Was it a nightmare? Yeah, it's really not that bad of a raid. It's just people need to stay alive. That's all it is. People just need to survive. Yeah, the group that I was trying with yesterday for a little bit, I was doing the most damage at like 160, at like 600 or something mil, and everyone else was, there was one person above me by like a couple mil. And I was like, this is not gonna clear. I might have read the title wrong, but I thought it was like a ready to clear group. It was not. Yeah. We'll try again tonight, probably. I literally have Paladin and Destroyer's raids, and that's it. I have 5 raids left. You must have been with a really good group, though, Valmet. Yeah, I only did my Act 4 on my Paladin so far. Yeah, it's just a title thing for people that like the challenge. But you'd think that they would want to incentivize people to do Nightmare every week by giving, like, more gold, but I think it's the same gold, same amount of tokens, all that shit. And hard mode just has, like, less health, right? All it is, just less health. It's not as, doesn't hit as hard. That's what I thought. This bitch. Yeah, it's the exact same rate, just has less health, less damage, kind of thing. So you can clear faster. You can probably tank the puddles in the arena phases. Not getting nuked to Narnia. There you go, you get revives. Yep. That's good that they did that, though. Gives people a chance to just, like, get the same rewards for, like, less stress. Essentially. I was about to say, it sounds like your group was very, very strong because... You know, that's the damage... I don't know, my destroyer is not good enough for it. And clearly, the group I applied to yesterday, one of the groups I applied to, didn't want a destroyer in their group because they did not accept me. And they were still looking for DPSs after I pulled with that other group and went in to look again. It's not very fun on a front attack class, I'll say that much. It was already kind of shit in the regular hard mode and stuff. This just makes it even worse. Like, it's like they never even thought about front attackers when they made that. It's like they made the Nightmare version years ago, like when hard mode came out. And that was gonna be like what hard mode was supposed to be. Like they did, it's like they just like disabled a bunch of the mechs during some of the patterns and just called that hard mode that we got. And then they just enabled all that shit for Nightmare, quote unquote, and then increased the health. Because that shit is no different or no better for front attackers at all. Yeah. $6K plus, yeah, they can suck my dick. Yeah, that's so stupid. Yeah, I'm close to 5,800 on my one build. If I bought a ancient core, I could probably push past that. But I don't have the fucking money or gold for that right now, so. Not yet. I just want to push the damn karma on these characters. Yeah, I remember when Egg Gear first came out and I was having people were complaining about front attackers and stuff. And like, oh, it's the you just have to know the patterns. It's not that hard of a raid. And then I hopped on my striker and I had Cruel Fighter both gates on my first time doing it on striker. So I was like, bro, what do you mean it's not hard on front attacker? It literally sits there and lets you hit its ass for like 10 seconds with God knows how many patterns. This is when it first came out, right? And I was like, bro, this fight is not good for front attackers. Yeah, you just don't know the patterns. Sure, let's go with that. Now people are gatekeeping front attackers specifically. So I guess I wasn't wrong, was I? No, we just didn't have... It was hard at first because we didn't have arc passive yet. Like, nobody really had arc passive yet. We didn't have the armor. It wasn't until we got a few pieces and I unlocked the that last note on his arc grid there to get the identity thing for Deshore, which made it a lot easier. But it was still miserable. But I literally, that same week, I went into Egg Gear on my striker and Cruel Fighter, both gates. And I was like, bro. Yeah, if they bring back Nightmare Egg Gear, they need to rework it. It needs to be retuned. Like, just make the fight favorable for front attackers, too. Like, get rid of the front knockups. As a front attacker, which are mostly tank characters, we should be able to sit there in our push immunity abilities and tank the butterfly shit. Stupid. And as a gun lancer, you want to get hit in the front, right? I don't know. People try to tell me I wasn't doing enough damage because I don't know the patterns, but then again, the raid was literally dog shit for fucking front attackers. I was dead for half the run. The run that we clear, I'm dead half the run. The one pull that we make it, the first time we make it past, we make it to 0x, I'm the only one alive. It was like, I already knew it. As soon as I died, I was like, they're clearing this. It was just, what it is like the curse of drummer. Like, forget the curse of Stoops, you had the curse of drummer. Bro, it was so demotivating, because it was, not only that, it was our last raid together as a static. So, went out with a bang. Alright guys, this is our last raid as a group. And you just see me laying on the floor like this, with my thumb in the air. Okay. No, I died. The run was the full 20 minutes. I died 10 minutes in. I did not do good. But last night, I went in for like, I was gonna go for 2 hours. But the group I was with was not making it anywhere near to clear that. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get out of here. Yeah, like the runs where we were making it near the end, I had like 450 to like low 500 at some points. I was like, oh my god. And then I brought it up to 600 almost in every case. It's just, there's so many like cutscenes and like, oh, you DR phases and shit like that. I was bringing that shit up to 600. I was like, I probably could have ended with a 650, maybe even 7 if I like bursted properly. Because the fight's so goddamn long, and with that build, I shit you not, I could have bad damage, and it goes up throughout the whole fight. It just keeps going up and 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 up throughout that whole fight. Yeah, like there's been pulls where I literally miss everything because he decides to jump around like a fucking jackrabbit and teleport off the rip. There were so many pulls with the static there where people go to do their burst and he fucks off. So nobody does damage. And bro, it's so bad. That fight is so fucking bad. It's such a poor design. Like every boss should have like a 10 to 15 second opener where it just like Circa. It should do what Circa does. Just have a long opening pattern. You get your burst off, and then the boss just goes, my turn, and then, yeah. It's not just that, it's like, he has DR phases now that he didn't have before. Like, so many DR phases, and they're so long, because the fight's so long, that it, like, ruins your damage. Like, I'll get to, what's that first one? Was it 260? I could get to 260 with like 1 build DPS, and then my shit drops down to like 500 because of how long that fucking DR phase is with the saws and all that other shit. Yeah, we were skipping everything back then. So yeah, 8,000 combat power plus. All hitmasters. Six arcanas. Yeah, I'll be having like quite literally 1 billion DPS. And then we get to 260 and that shit goes down to half. So depending on how he is at the start, My damage could be shit for like majority of the run, if not like the entire run. Yeah, this they need to tune that rate. Like I said, if they're ever gonna bring it back, they have to retune it. They have to change some stuff. It's not a fun fight. Like it's almost so like miserable to do. Like yeah, like he literally teleports, and they had to go back when they started making raids after that. They're like, okay, we hear you guys. We'll stop making bosses that literally just teleport without a warning on a whim and have like multiple teleport patterns. This raid was not tuned for that. Bro, Kazuros was one of the worst raids for Hun attackers as well. You had max eye level max gear breakers in Korea doing 360 mil during the race. It's depressing. Yeah, when they said they nerfed that by like that much, I was like, what? I mean, I guess. Because it was a little tedious sometimes. Like there was still a bit of like gatekeeping going on with that raid, because it can still be a problem for some people. Like the counter mech now. It doesn't wipe you if you fail. The arena mech doesn't wipe you if you fail. It can if you don't have like a little bit of shield and full health, but no fire debuffs. But like it's still not a good fight for certain classes. But I mean, it is supposed to be the hardest fight in the game. I understand. It was supposed to be like the hardest fight in the game. Because it was the big bad guy of our story, right? The big bad guy. I get it. Yeah, that too. Like people were probably burning out with that raid. Like I was seeing 1730s that were geared up to do hard mode doing normal because they just didn't want to do 2-2 and 2-3. Oh no, bro. I don't know if I'm gonna be ready for Brel, because I'm pretty sure we're getting Brel literally when Kazro or Aegir goes away. Pretty sure we get Kazuros, or sorry, we get Brel Shaza literally when Aegir goes away. Oh, Bell. Shit. I don't know if I'm gonna be ready for that raid either. I don't know. Yeah, well, your boy Skinny Penis is gonna have to start pugging all his next coming up raids, so I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I have been clearing... What was it? What came after Brel? It was Mortem, right? Mortem came after Brel? Yeah. I cleared Mortem, literally the start of the second week, so I got my title. But my god. Man. I'm just too nice. I stayed in groups where we were stuck at 425 for 6 hours. The fact that the group stayed together for that long. Bruh. I'm over here with my fat ass destroyer, like never dying to that. And then I got people on mobility classes to the max, getting knocked around and paralyzed and fucked in the ass every pull, and I'm like... Yeah, like, to me, I don't... When it comes to re-clear shit, I don't give a fuck how people are doing. As long as I clear the raid, because I don't give a shit. If we clear the raid, that's all I care about. That's all I don't really care if we have to, like, if we wipe once or twice. I don't care. But when it's like, if Kazaros now, and there's people that are just dying, if like 3/4 of the party, 4 to 5 people are dying every single pull, then I might have a bit of a problem, because I'm like, hey, you guys don't know what you're doing. I don't know. Yeah, there has been, I mean, now, actually, I'm not gonna lie, it's actually not been too bad at, like, really at all for my raids. I'm not gonna lie, it hasn't really been that bad. Like, I don't think I actually don't remember the last time I left the Kazaros lobby to go find another one. Like, I don't remember the last time I did that. Oh, for absolutely. Bro, there were probably people with 1710s that just got their 1710 roster, and they're like, bro, I want to do Kazaros, but nobody wants my character because I don't have Arc Grid. Bro, I have Dolores as my title. My Valkyrie got kicked out of a fucking Act 4 normal for another character that had Arc Grid. But they had no books, but they had Arc Grid, so their combat power is higher. But I have full books. I have... I don't know. I have a veteran title, like, the support that they invited was, like, 200 roster levels lower than me. But just because they had a higher combat power because of fake-ass Arc Grid, I was like, okay. I don't know. Yeah, I couldn't be bothered to check people's logs if I'm not. That's why I don't like making lobbies, because I don't like being the judge, jury, and executioner for that shit. I had people getting mad at me, like, we're doing a Mortem one time, and we had one person that was definitely not a re-clear. And then somebody got upset, like, bro, every time I join your raids, it's a fucking jail. And I'm like, oh. And then the raid ended up imploding, and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go do my own thing. This is why I don't make my own lobbies. Yeah, like, for all we know, like, the person knows the raid, They just can't get into the lobby because people, hey, your character doesn't have 4,000 combat power for a casual hard mode. Or for a fucking hard mode Act 4. Or they're a reclear, but they just aren't 100% experienced at the raid. But at least, you know, getting them in, letting them get the reps. Like, how else are we supposed to build up, like, more people to get better at, or help people get better at the raid? Or how are more people supposed to get better at the raids if we just kick or block or gatekeep anybody that doesn't look remotely okay, you know? Yeah, but you're toxic. Rose, you're toxic. Yeah, like, bro, it was during a mortem as well. I was super fucking tired. I was like, oh, bro, I gotta, like, lock in. I'm not doing so well. Bro... what's it called? And I died, like, once or twice out of all the polls. Because there was a bit jaily, whatever. The raid was still fairly newish. There was a person that, what's it called? They were like, drummer's trolling, he's dying too much. And I was like, bro, this is like our 10th poll, and people were dying back to back, and I've lost, like, I was like, what the fuck is going on? So I started losing my momentum. But because I died that one time, or one extra time, whatever, after they were like, oh, yeah, no, I'm okay, you know what, I died a few times, okay, let's walk in, and then I just happened to start dying. Oh, drummer's a troll! And then I joined another group, and I guess somebody else was in that was in that group was also friends with the people I just did this raid with. And they're like, oh, you might want to kick this destroyer, they're a troll. They die, they troll too much. And I was like, okay. And then, lo and behold, I didn't get kicked out of the lobby. Morning, Zed. And we went in and we one-shotted all the gates, and I was like, And, there's this guy that hated me from the Akon days. When Soul Eater first came out. I had 99 eyeballs on my striker, and I needed the weapon still. So I was like, I bid like 1,000 gold on the eyes. And this guy told me to go kill myself. And I was like, okay. Bid again. It's only 1,000 gold. Just bid on it. And I'll stop. I didn't know they needed it that bad. Because you were getting bonus fucking material with that event. But they wanted their weapon to push it. And it was like the first week of Soul Eater. Like, give me a break. Oh, we got Paradise. And then later down the road, I ran into this person again. And I guess people in that lobby knew who I was, except me. And then this guy joins in later. And then this guy joins, was like, oh, what the fuck? And then he's like, this destroyer's a bozo. And then, like, there was nothing for like 2 minutes. They passed him lead. And then he kicked me. And I was like, what the fuck? Just because you RMT for your characters doesn't mean you're better than everybody, you know? And I was like, alright. Whatever. Bro, I got so, like, upset at this person that I was like, let me look at your logs. Their logs were public, and I was like, cool. I was comparing them. And I was like, bro, your breaker main is doing barely more than my destroyer. And these raids are not favorable for Destroyer at all. Like, I was looking at their Brawl logs compared to mine. I was like, they're doing like 10 mil more DPS. So I was like, that's it? On a breaker that has like level 9s and 10s and shit? Or 8s and 9s or whatever it was? I was like, okay. Oh, this is way back in the Brawl days. This guy was like telling me to kill myself because I fucking stole his eyeball box in a con. And he's held a grudge on me ever since. I haven't seen him in a long time in any of the raids, so I don't know if they quit or what. I could care less, but I just thought it was funny. Do horny support. Yeah, they're on my server. Pretty sure. I don't know. I'm good with names, but I can't remember this person's name. I mean, I remember, I think the Soul Eater's name. I remember the Soul Eater's name, but I can't. I don't know if it's actually right. Ah, I think I found him. Oh, no, it's not them. Yeah, no, this is like some guy on my server. This is a long time ago. Oh, there it is. Found him. Damn. Did they stop playing? Oh, no, that's not them. No, wait. No, that has to be them. But they changed... Maybe not. Huh. Yeah, wait, it's still doing that? I thought they fixed that. Because all you do is go to character select, go back in, it should be good. Oh, I'm almost certain I'm on some people's block list because I had a bad run. Now I never have a bad run. I'm almost certain that the character I looked up to find this person is their character, but they deleted their breaker, I guess. Their breaker's not there. I was like, I'm looking at it, I'm like, wait, that's gotta be them. They changed their stronghold name and everything. Yeah, you just gotta relog, Jacob. Yeah, I thought they fixed that. I guess not. Yeah, I think that guy must have quit, whoever that person was. Because that breaker's gone by the looks of it. And, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely got to be a bug still. I mean, I haven't really been getting it, so I don't know. Well, it's weird, but if they sold the account, their main character was deleted. If I'm looking at the right account. And their highest character is 1709, so they definitely, they definitely did something. Oh well. And they had books. I'm pretty sure they had full books. I don't know. I'm almost certain they had books. So I don't know if it's the right person or not. Man, I got to take a piss though. Hold on. I gotta take a quick piss. I'll be back. Yeah, what I feel like they did the what's it called? They pre-did the thing for the not the merge. Oh, I guess the merge, yeah, for people's characters. They didn't think to maybe wait. Watch, this is one of my rat alts. She's gonna roll a better bracelet than one of my mains. Technically, she kind of does. Well, no, she only has crit damage. Like, I've been feeding... Bro, I have been feeding my breaker. And, bro. They shouldn't have removed it from 1730. It should only be from 1750. Oh. Wait, but there's no accessories anymore in Paradise at all? Or... What the fuck? That's so troll. I thought it was just 1750. Wow. That's dog shit. Damn, yesterday I had it dead before I got my awakening. What the hell? weapon opener didn't hit very hard. Probably was, honestly. It probably was. Because technically, most of the changes aren't based off of our feedback, it's Korea's feedback. Well, if you look at my striker, the camera's lagging like crazy. Well, so far I have cut almost all high mids and high highs on my striker. I've cut a few high mids on my destroyer. I think I have a high high even. I've cut high mids for a couple other characters, and I have pretty much the rest high lows from Paradise. Like, I only recently cut a high mid, neck, and a ring from, the regular accessories. What the fuck? Yeah, I didn't run out of silver, it just was expensive. Wrong build on. Oh, my fucking T-skill. Oh my god. Yeah, also, I forgot what I was gonna say. It's only a real problem if you've been sending it. Full sending it on your, like, you're only getting accessories. Like, oh, I need fusions now, but I'll grab the accessories and grab fusions later, and you're just only grabbing accessories on every single character? Yeah. Yeah, I'm short 2 characters on my 9/7s. Like, I wasn't running out of silver, cutting my accessories. I only had a silver problem when I was advanced holding all my alts. Holding them to 1620. But I want to know, how many silver Astro Gems do you have to be running out of silver like that? How many are you cutting? Where the fuck are you spending 60 million silver at a time on Astro Gems? Where are you getting that much? Bro, I went and fused my entire top 6's shit and I got like maybe 10. And I've been doing 1730 content or whatever shit has had Astro Gems since the beginning on 6 characters. I was even fusing the green ones. And I wasn't getting that much. Yeah, I don't know where you're getting so many from. At that point, it sounds like you're better off just cutting the gold ones. Like, I went and fused well over 250, maybe even 300 of the green 8 willpowers each, red and blue. And I didn't get that many fucking Astro Gems. Unless you're being weird and cutting the green ones too. Like, I want 100 silver Astro Gems to cut. Fuck, give me that. Yeah, there's your problem. You're cutting ones that aren't going to give you anything. I feel like you're cutting shit you shouldn't even be cutting. Yeah, but if you're going and cutting silver Astro Gems, even if they're green quality, that's a waste. Also, keep in mind, guys, if you have alt rosters, there's a very high chance they're getting merged with your main roster. So you better abuse the shit out of it while you can, if that's what you're doing. Luckily, my characters have all been on the same roster since day one. Well, add that to the collection. Just add that one to the collection, boys. That's what I'm doing too, but I'm kind of coping if I have like boss damage or just attack power. I'm coping that I'll get a flip option because it has happened. I had a flip early. But yeah, no, it doesn't happen very often. Alright, how much combat power are we getting from this? $48. Wow. Look at that. I mean, that's all I'm doing right now, so... Literally all I'm doing, so I have nothing else to spend my gold on, really. And I don't have enough to fucking tap this. Fuck you. God damn it. Alright. Yeah, honestly, finish books. If you still do not have books done, finish your books. They are so cheap right now. Yeah, whatever it is, I would focus on getting that done. That way, you never have to touch that system again. And also, yeah, you're not going to really make your gold back, but any book you get after that point, it's just gold. So you can just sell it, and then that's it. And you can help push your whatever character after that point. Spend it on Astro Gems, whatever. Yeah, I mean, if you ever decide to... I mean, Rose, I would say if you're not done your DPS books, I would just finish all of it, to be honest. That way it's done forever. You never have to worry about it. Because, like you said, if you do decide to go DPS, then you have it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew you RMT'd. I fucking knew it. That one right there, officer. AGS. Why does his name look like he rolled his face across the keyboard? Well, he was tired when he made his account. I mean, that's a lot better than what was it? Double or even triple that before? I'm so glad the prices stayed down. I was worried that like cool, Frog brought it down, but it was gonna, I thought it was gonna go back up when it left. Yeah, like what I did is I bought the books that were the most important to my roster. Like Grudge. Grudge was the first one I think I did. Or no, it was like Barricade, Supercharge, and Master Brawler, because they were fucking dirt cheap. Barricade and Supercharge was 2 of my characters. And Barricade was also 2 of my characters. And then, Grudge, I think, came after, and then, like, Cursed Doll or something. Yeah, those books are relatively cheap now, which is nice. It's literally like a third of the price. So it's so nice. Yeah, I did all the cheapest books first. I think I did Adrenaline last. No, I did Keen Blunt last. Because I had Cursed Doll, and that was like the substitute book for Keen Blunt. And then I was like, fuck it, I'll buy it. And I started buying it during Frog. Ooh. Yeah, I did Barricade, Supercharge, Master Brawler, because they're fucking dirt cheap. And I'm pretty sure I sent Grudge, because I had gotten books from, like, other things, so it kind of helped. And then I did Cursed Doll, because it was the next, like, cheapest one. And then I did, like, Ambush Master, and Mass Increase, and then I think Adrenaline, and then, like, Keen Blunt, Raid Captain kind of thing. Yeah, just having that stuff just to make a character. I just want my roster and all my characters to carry their weight in raids, which is why next week I'm not doing Nightmare again on my striker. I don't know what it was. I did Nightmare last night on my striker. I did like 680 mil DPS or some shit. We also didn't get to a good brawl. I think we didn't do a full brawl. But I felt like I was doing just fine. I maybe got hit a few times here and there, whatever, but that was not enough to knock my damage down to 680. I don't know. And then, of course, somebody in the raid, let's try doing minimum damage next time. And I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna stick to hard mode next week. I don't know. I don't know if it's a striker thing or maybe it's the cards. Because, I felt like I was managing, because I've been managing my Lazumar a lot better. I've been noticing, like, I've been paying attention to its buff up time. And when it's up, I immediately go into all my skills. And I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. That's probably one of the first things I did before I started buying books. Because, well, I think I was done books before that came out. I can't remember. Oh no, because the Frog was, we had our grid during Frog, obviously. But yeah, I remember I was trying to get my books done ASAP. And then when Frog brought everything down, oh my god, it was like I was in paradise. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of 1720s at like 3000 combat power, and I'm like, god damn, these guys are actually strong for their level. Let's go get another 9-7. Yeah, no, like my character had full books long before Circa. When I see a 9, I'm like, yeah, and if you have books, you're chilling. Because I think Keen Blunt adds, like, a pretty good chunk of combat power. And yeah, if you haven't done Advanced Honing 40, I always say to do one piece at a time, because I'm pretty sure that's the most efficient. Although 30 to 40 is a little more expensive than 20 to 30. But it's 2 and then 3%, not just going to 30 on each one is 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. It's 2 and then 3. So it's 5%, right? But now with the, you know, we're waiting on that nerf or whatever, so I guess no one's doing it. Which is why I'm surprised they didn't try and get us that ASAP, because I'm pretty sure people are just sitting there waiting. Because I was telling people, oh, it's coming out next week with the patch, and it didn't fucking come out. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Alright, so which one gives me more combat power? Huh? Adrenaline gives me, like, barely more. Well, let's go to our guardian. Oh, wait. Yeah, like, I'm sure there are people that, as soon as we heard about that, have been sitting on their shit for weeks, months. Like, there's no need. Oh, shit. Yeah, like I was telling people, well, we should be getting an advanced honing nerf soon. So just hold off. Nothing. I was so disappointed. I'm hoping sooner than the fucking time print comes out, because we need it. With these solo raids out, we need that. Because 20 to 30 to 40 is not cheap. It's like $1.5 million gold per character on average. Like, don't you want your characters to be, like, your community or player base to be, like, getting stronger? Like, I'm sure a lot of people will be very happy seeing their characters get stronger. Yeah, like when I was doing it, bro, I was planning and saving for months before I honed each character. Because it's just so expensive. Yeah, and like, until people got arc raid, those raids were fucking insane on the DPS checks. Bro, Nightmare week 1 on Circa was like, fuck. Well, with the double pity thing, that's easily like a 50% nerf if you have scrolls, because you hit the great successes way more often, technically. And because 30 to 40 has the special bonuses, you're getting those more often. So it'll be a lot cheaper. Yeah, because you have the +1 and +2. I don't know how often you're gonna hit those, but with the rework or the nerf stuff, it's gonna be really nice. That's why I wish they would bring it sooner. Oh man. I mean, the balance patch is starting to make sense why we didn't get it yet, because Korea probably told Amazon, like, yo, we want to make sure this new class that came... That's probably what fucked it, is the new class. Because it came out, and then Korea's like, wait, let us balance the class after a couple weeks. Or after a week. And then we'll give you the balance patch. Yeah, and like I was saying before, what comes after Belgarden? Because if you think I'm gonna hone to 1800 with how it is now, with no extra honing of some sort, you got me fucked up. I think Korea gets Belgarden next month. It does not give eye level. It's just like a bracelet. It just gives combat power and strength. That's all it does. No eye level. But it's gonna cost honing materials, which is another thing. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, they specifically said it does not give item level. It's just to give you power. So I'm gonna assume there's gonna be some kind of effect. What the fuck is this key? Yeah, that's probably what we're gonna be getting. Or it's gonna be advanced honing +10. Or it's gonna be armor ascendance. I want my royalties. If you call it armor ascendance, I want my fucking royalties. You bitch. Morning, Madero. Like what, Valmet? I think some classes could just use a rework. Or a quality of life adjustment. Bro, Elixir's V2. You thought Astro Gems was Elixir's V2. No, 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 no. Yeah, I feel like they're gonna definitely add more to this. I guarantee it. Because we're at 101 enlightenment. I think, wasn't there a screenshot or like a small leak where somebody had more than 101 enlightenment points? But I guess, you know, Arc Passive is kind of in a spot that's fine right now. So they're not really worried about it. Who knows? They didn't really share fuck all that Loa on. We just got the same old bull song and dance. Like, I was expecting them to release a Sea of Aldebaran. Or at least tease more about it. Nope. Nothing. Yeah, but they should have teased a little bit more. Like said, okay, Winter Loa. I don't even think they did that. Like, oh, Winter Loan will have more information. All they said was, oh, our team worked hard on the Kazuros storyline, and it caused them a lot of stress and blah, 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 and it was hard on them, so they had to take a... That was a year or so ago. Kazuros came out for us like a year ago. Or, I don't know how long. It came out in Korea over a year ago. I'm pretty sure. Like, how long of a break do you need? You guys showed it off at the last Loan, but now you have literally nothing now? Like, I'm like, what? Like, nothing? Enrique. Wow. What a 5-line bracelet on my rat alt. It's like it's calling me to go back to full moon. Why couldn't I get this on like a just my main or something, or top 6? Watch this roll some god tier shit. Yo, it's god tier shit, alright. Get that out of my inventory, that's just embarrassing. I used to play it at first, but then I was kind of like, this is an alt, I don't want to, it feels like shit being so slow, so I was like, fuck it. Or you feel FOMO to push your mains. And try and spend more on your mains. But Full Moon was nice. But fighting Argos for so long, I was like, it feels too slow. And when you miss a skill, it feels really bad. So I was like, let me try Night's Edge. And I was like, about the same damage. Fuck it, I'll play it. Like, I have a bad feeling one of my alts is gonna cut like a 10-8. Like, my Bard has the exact same shit as my Paladin. Both 9/7s for both builds, and a reverse 9/7 for the DPS build. Are you trying to get stones from the paradise and stuff though, or what? Are you feeding her stones from alts as well? Oh, okay, okay. Bro, I'm so fucking tired. Like, I still actually want to go through all my alts and do their paradise. You'll get bored of your Valkyrie, and you'll want to make a DPS character. Are you gonna make the new class or no? Because it's really fucking strong. Well, it's almost a female character. Damn, I thought you were into femboys. Yeah, I don't play League of Legends. I don't know shit about it. I've only know people made references to characters from that game, like, I don't know if you guys remember Cosmic Darius from my chat. He was here yesterday. He just kind of came back to the game. His main character in League of Legends is Darius. That's the only reason why I know who Darius is from League of Legends. I don't know jack shit about League of Legends. Other than it looks like Lost Ark. So I feel like they copied Lost Ark, you know what I mean? Like, League of Legends literally copied Lost Ark. No, he plays Paladin. I think he has a Zerker. Yeah, no, that game never appealed to me. That shit looks so bad. I played one time on my phone. I tried a game that was similar to League of Legends. You go and attack the mobs. You level up. You go fight something, you level up. You build up your character before you go and fight. And I'm like, and then you go to fight somebody, and I had, like, no idea what the fuck was going on. And, like, I was like, this is fucking stupid. Like, I'm trying to hit this person, I'm doing no damage, and I'm like, nothing is doing any damage to them. I'm like, this is fucking ass. No, I know League came first, I was just fucking around. I'm pretty sure this game has a lot of inspiration from League of Legends. They're about to make their own MOBA game inside the game. That got scrapped. Although, I don't know if you guys know, but Lost Ark has been out in Korea for like 15 years. Like, it's been around for a long time. Because there was like a beta and shit. It's like 10, 12 years ago on YouTube. Pretty sure there's even older videos. Like, it's been out for a while. Fuck. Yeah, I don't see them. I think they're gonna be kind of like Lost Ark. I don't feel like they're gonna be upgrading it anytime soon. I don't even know how a game like that would work for upgrading, because you'd have to you'd have to rebuild everything. Because the way I understand it, if you want to go to a game to go from Unreal 3 to Unreal like 5. Oh shit! Wait, what? Oh, where's your orb at, woman? Oh yeah, Lost Ark. Yeah, no, yeah, Lost Ark is, yeah. Yeah, I think we were talking about this before. I was talking about this with a coworker who does coding and actually like has like knowledge within this kind of stuff. And he was saying if they want to do if they want to go from Unreal 3 to 5, they have to build, I mean, we talked about it with chat too, with you guys. They have to literally remake the entire game. They can't just upgrade it like what Fortnite did, I guess. Where Fortnite just kind of had like a downtime of like a few days or a week or whatever it was. I mean, TFT or League of Legends. Let's be honest. League of Legends could swap over to fucking Unreal 5 and do whatever the fuck they have that money. They have the money for that shit. They could do it no problem. They have the money for that. They guarantee you have money for that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure League could literally swap over to Unreal 5 if they wanted to. They got that money. They got that Riot money. Speaking of Riot, where the fuck is that MMO at? Oh. I wonder when they're gonna eventually get over, like, get rid of that shit. Like, it's kind of like with Call of Duty. Call of Duty has been on this dumbass COD HQ shit because they try to have their own launcher. Where you can access all the games from one place. And it has caused every update to be like 500 gigabytes. Because guess what? You have to re-download the entire game. To bring for a fucking fighting game? Oh, hell no. Although they'll probably have more success with a fighting game. But then again, this is Riot we're talking about. I'm pretty sure Riot could put out a fucking banger of an MMO. If they keep the isometric shit like League of Legends, they could shit on Lost Ark or any other MMO. I guarantee it. They could do so good on it with an MMO, bro. I feel like they could do a very good job because look at the success of League of Legends. I think they're getting hyped because they have there's a company that has like the actual knowledge on how to do shit. You know what I mean? Like if League of Legends was an MMO, like those were the classy. I mean, it'd be like Lost Ark, literally like fucking Lost Ark. But it would be probably so much better. Like the whole game overall would be probably so like miles better. I just wasted that skill. Fuck. That too, it'll be developed for Western audiences as well, more so. So I feel like it would absolutely crush it in the MMO space. But MMOs aren't really kind of like that popular, right? And it's such a hit or miss. And it's so much development time and money and effort you got to put into an MMO. And it's a live service, right? So you have to keep it updates constantly, new shit constantly. And with how much probably time and effort they spend on League of Legends, they don't have time for that, I'm sure of it. Yeah, but a lot of the... Bro, there's like so many MMOs that I played. I remember one time I was so bored of Call of Duty because there was a shit Call of Duty at the time. I was going around looking for any MMO I could play on console. And like all of them, because I was on console back then. And there's like nothing really to play. Like if an MMO has the combat where you engage it, like Throne and Liberty, you engage in the combat and you like RuneScape combat. That too, Valmont. They have so much lore. There's so much shit they could do. That game could be bigger, like, world-wise and lore-wise. Probably bigger than World of Warcraft. But, like, the combat, like RuneScape's fun and all, but, like, the combat is kind of eh. Because I've been so spoiled from Lost Ark. Like, it's got to be, like action combat. I can't just stand there and trade blows with an enemy. I can't do that. That's so boring to me. At least, like, New World, you could move around and dodge the boss and stuff. That had, like, action combat. And the life skilling was tier 1. A1 fucking life skilling. But we'll never get a game like that again. Yeah, that's the thing. Everybody wants a new MMO, and if it pops off, like I said, they have, like, well, you guys know, they have so much lore from the League of Legends and stuff that they could implement that into their game, and they have infinite content. Because everyone was just excited for a new MMO, and then we didn't get it. I'm the wrong build on again. And I guess they put it in the hands of the wrong person, who was just a greedy person. There was a game called Titan Reach. The game was actually, it was like a RuneScape clone, but a little better. It was actually, it was kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie. It looked like it was actually genuinely promising. But then the dipshit dev, one of the dipshit fucking devs, went and gambled all the money and bought himself a Tesla. And said, sorry guys, we can't do this anymore. And then just vanished. Wait, is this still going? Oh. Oh, this game is dead in the water. This game got canceled. Yeah, this game was genuinely promising. Like the beta actually had like a pretty big, like the alpha actually had like a pretty big world you could explore. And I was like this close to putting like $50 into like what's it called, to kind of get like a founder's pack or something. But then I decided to wait it out, and good thing I did, because yeah, it died. Yeah, but World of Warcraft was like one of like the first, isn't it? Like it was one of the first MMOs, because that game, I tried it for like, I had like the 7-day trial during, was it like Shadows of whatever it was, Shadowlands. Bro, I can't do that combat. I can't do that combat. I can't. Maybe it was the cutscenes that made that game really popular and like the story. I don't know. But I can't do that combat, bro. It's got to be like action combat where if I roll out of the way of the boss, I want to roll out of the way of the boss, not, oh, your evade stat isn't high enough. You take 999 damage and you're dead in one like, fuck that. Hell no. Yeah, I mean, it was like one of its first of its kind, right? Pretty sure World of Warcraft was one of the first of its kind at the time. Like, I almost want to say it's like with streamers. It's probably a weird analogy, but if you started streaming back on Justin TV as one of the first streamers, mostly, if not all those people, are like full-time big streamers. And Blizzard was like one of the biggest companies back then too, right? So, makes sense. One of the first and biggest companies. Because they've had a track record of games as well before that, so I guess if you have a good track record and you release a game like WoW, and MMOs are still relatively new, like the whole online gaming is still relatively new, you got your foot in the door first, right? And they probably put out an update that just made the game much better than the rest. I don't know what was out back then because, quite frankly, I didn't have internet until I was like 16. Actually, no. I was 14. My parents finally got home internet. And then 2 weeks later, we decided to move. And then for the next 4 years, till I graduated high school, the internet lines around my house were not properly installed. And they're like, oh, well, now they're installed. So I went and got internet. So I didn't have my own internet until I was 18 when I started playing Call of Duty. That was the first online game because I had a console. I didn't have a computer. If I had a computer, I would have never... I said this before. If I didn't have a computer, or if I didn't have a console and I had a computer, I wouldn't be playing Call of Duty. I would have probably never touched Call of Duty. Oh, we had dial-up. We had dial-up, but that was no. Because my mom was on the phone every day with her friends. So I would literally sit downstairs sometimes, and I would literally pick up the phone, and you could hear her talking on the other side, right? And I would sit there and wait. And then when a break in the conversation happened, I was like, "Hey, Mom, can I hop on the computer when you're done?" Because she was talking to a friend, she couldn't really get like that angry, so I kind of used it as an opportunity. So, yeah. And most of the time she said yes. But trying to watch a 15-minute video of anything on YouTube, or a 10-minute or even 5-minute video at like low quality, it took like triple, 2 to 3 times longer to load the video than it was to watch it. So we did not have Wi-Fi, obviously. But once I got the internet, once I got actual internet, all of a sudden everybody wanted to get Netflix. My Netflix. Because I had Netflix. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get Netflix, I'm gonna binge watch, and I did binge watch a lot of shows. And then all of a sudden everyone's like, oh, can we have your Netflix while you're playing your game? Sure. Why not? Because back then, you just had to share your password and anybody could use your thing, right? Like, as many people as you wanted could log in at the same time. And then they started moving, oh, no, you have to have this plan to have more, and yeah. Bro, Destiny 2 was like the game that like everybody wanted. A looter shooter. And a good looter shooter. That game was like so fun. It had the MMO elements, and then it had everything else, and had the FPS elements, and I was like, this is my cup of tea, because I played COD. So it had literally the best of both worlds for me. And I wanted to jizz in my pants. But yeah, the game, yeah. Call of Duty was my main squeeze at the time, so Destiny 1 was, bro, it was so surreal. Destiny 1 was so good. Destiny 1 was like, bro, it was, I almost want to say it was ahead of its time. Fuck, it's 9:30. I shouldn't. I'm gonna stop doing keys. I'm gonna do dailies. Knock out my characters here. Because I can't be gone up too late. But yeah, Destiny 1, bro, it was just so, oh, because I played Borderlands, right? Oh, bro, I thought Borderlands was the shit. And then you added an MMO online aspect to that? And then you added raids to that? Oh. And then their dumbasses sold out to Sony. You're probably a good thing you didn't, because that, man, I mean, you could now, because they're not, like, Destiny 2's dead now, as in they're not making any more content for it. They made one final update and then that's it, and I'm pretty sure they still left out a bunch of stuff they haven't answered yet. Oh shit, let's go. Yeah, I mean, I played the absolute shit out of Destiny and Destiny 2. But then, because I didn't play Destiny 2, like, all the time. I did play it quite a bit still. But I was, like I said, Call of Duty was like my main thing for ever up until I got a gaming computer. So, what's it called? When the Leviathan raid came out. The first... I think it was the first major raid in the entire game. You weren't able to do it without a group. Like, nobody had, like, all my friends had groups, and I was like, oh, I'll gear up my character, and I think I got my character good enough geared. But ain't nobody fucking taking me on that shit, so I didn't bother. And then after that, I kind of just stopped playing Destiny. And focus more on COD, because the CODs out at that time were actually getting better. So, it wasn't that bad. And then I guess Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter was another one. Monster Hunter Worlds came out, and I didn't play anything else. I didn't play anything for 6 months but Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter, I only played that for at least 6 months straight. And then I was grinding the absolute shit out of Fortnite with a buddy. Yeah, I had a few buddies that did that. They'd have LAN parties and stuff. But I didn't play Call of Duty like that. And I didn't have my own console. I literally didn't get my own console until I was... yeah, around 18. 18. 17 or 18, I got my own console. Because how I got it was a friend of ours, a family friend of ours, was moving. And he's like, oh, can you guys watch my cat for 2 weeks? Bro, that 2 weeks turned into 6 months. And we had 2 cats. Those 2 cats didn't like the new cat because that's their home. They tried to kill it every single night until I managed to one day get it to go into my room. So it lived in my room for like 6 months. So the guy, for thanking me, got me a PS3 and a bunch of other games and stuff. I think Call of Duty was like one of them. And then I was just like, ooh. Yeah, like they trapped it behind our furnace. And every night you would hear, and my bed was literally right next to the wall, next to the furnace in the basement. So when they would attack that thing, you hear the fucking... like they wanted to fucking kill it. It was like the most annoying fucking ear screeching sound ever. So I'd have to go out there and I'd be like, shut the fuck up. And then every time I did that, the cats would scatter. And then like 5-10 minutes later, and I'm like, oh my fucking god. And every time I'd bang on the wall, they'd leave it alone. Like they'd scatter because oh, they're banging now. What the fuck? And, you know. But then eventually, like I said, I managed to get the cat in my room. I left my door open, and then I seen it in there, and I was like, oh, perfect. So I went and grabbed his litter box and his food dish and just left it in my room, and yeah. And it slowly started to get comfortable with me because it was like, this is a new person. Who the fuck are you? So it slowly got comfortable with me to the point where one morning I was sleeping and for some reason I randomly decided to like wake up, but I went to, as I was like early as fuck on my summer holidays, I was opening my eyes and this cat jumped on my fucking head. Because I had a window above my bedroom, right? Or above my, my bed. This cat decided to fucking jump on my face. I was like, alright, bitch. And there was like a couple moments where it like jumped on my bed. And kind of like sniffing me out, and it was like curious. And it would like lay there for a little bit and I'd pet it. And then it would kind of get all freaked out after a while and be like, wait, what am I doing? Like it just remembered something and it would freak the fuck out and run away. No, I gotta use the bathroom. Probably do my dailies in the evening too, I'm not gonna lie. Brush my teeth and shit. Might try some more A gear later. Round the moon. Let the slaughter commence. And the hands of the underdog. Oh, you fucking... It's like it did it on purpose. It knew I had no counter, so it's like, I'm gonna do a counter. I'm a piece of shit. I'm Argio. The shittiest pieces of shit of all time. Oh, I don't have my thing. Oh my god. Wow, wow, wow. Really? I mean, I guess because I'm doing it in less than a minute on most characters. I don't think it's really that bad. I don't know. I guess I've been fighting it so long now, it's just like mind-numbing, to say the least. Like, I don't really find it hard at all. Even when we get it during like our actual Guardians, I don't think it's that bad. I think it's because some people haven't fought it in a while, they don't remember its patterns, and I'm like, oh, yeah, it's so easy for me now. Fighting 23 out of a day, I mean... In the hands of the dark. I don't even have enough stones to buy, bruh. More tens? Fuck it, just go full tens. See, that's what I did, Charade, when I started playing Call of Duty Ghosts, because I bought Call of Duty Ghosts for the PS3. That was my first Call of Duty. And then I met some people who I still talk to this day. And, yeah, that was probably some of the best moments of my life. Staying up super late with all those guys, playing super late on weekends and shit. It was so much fun. Spawn trapping on Blitz. Now I'm the best player in the entire group. This thing would have been dead already if I didn't miss a couple skills. Yeah, I was one of those people that only played TDM because I was like a casual, and I only sniped. But for the longest, we would play Blitz. Me and a buddy would split screen at his house on Blitz, and yeah, that wasn't very fun after a while. Field boss? Oh yeah, I guess I could do it. And So I was negative. I'll still remember this. I was negative 35,000 deaths. I had a .68 KD. And I was like, you know what? I'm bored of this sniping shit. I want to start tryharding because I met these tryhards. I was like, I want to start using a red gun. So I started using a red gun. And I brought that shit all the way up to a positive KD. Your fucking outfit? Fuck the outfit. Power. But bro, the thing that was like the cherry on top of Call of Duty back then? Clan Wars. Clan Wars was the peak of my weekends, bro. The whole entire clan would get on. And bro. The first clan I ever joined was called SFHR. Semper Fi Hoorah. Because all the leaders were like old ass men that were military, ex-military. And they had that heavy, like heavy country accent. Alright, fellas, we're going to take over domination. So I need all of you to get in and start playing domination. And we had this other guy who was a leader. He was old, like 60s, 70s. He had that old man voice. Pretty sure he's dead now. And what's it called? Yeah, we won a lot of our clan wars. I could never get into Battlefield. I don't know what it is. I tried playing some old Battlefields, like Battlefield 3 and 4, I think it was. I didn't like it. Not enough going. It's not fast enough pace for me. And then somebody can come in with like a fighter jet and just mow you down in an instant. I can't do that. But Clan Wars was like, it was like imagine the entire world getting together for a tournament. Oh, it was so fucking good, dude. The real doggy. Oh. The real doggy. Where does this war dancer thing come from? I'm so confused. Well, yeah, Rose, you need to have that skin buff. The jiggle physics buff. Bro, I was thinking about actually like getting on and playing drums for a bit this evening. But I looked at the weather and it's supposed to be like plus 30 something today, and I'm like, it's gonna be way too warm. My AC is gonna be working overdrive just to keep me cool today. And I know if I try, I'm gonna be so goddamn hot. But you're not buying the jiggle physics skin, Rose? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I guess you don't need like all the pieces for it, right? Oh, I didn't use my hyper. We got a relic book. Yeah, I thought about maybe getting legendary skins, but oh yeah, that's like the black like leggings almost, like a black like a sleek black pant. That's what I was looking for the longest on for some of my characters, but I couldn't find it either. Or it was like way too expensive. And I'm like, I'm not paying that. Got me fucked up. I mean, I bought my Destroyer's outfit when that Season 3 hit. Bro, I sent it for that shit immediately. And then Breaker, I liked his enough when got that. And then... Paladin, I got... Oh, shit. Paladin, I bought his immediately when the Oz Jars came out. I spent everything I could to get that shit. And then Gunlancer, we got it for free because of the free skin or whatever. And then I'll probably just do Breaker and Field Boss and go to bed. Yeah, Arcana, I never liked the look of it. None of it looks cool to me. Yeah, that too. There's like nobody has the skins. No one buys them. No one pulls the Oz Jars anymore. Like nobody does. No one does that stuff anymore. So like the outfits are so expensive. I just went and bought like regular pants and a sweater for my characters. Luckily, I found like that sweater I have on most of my characters for fairly cheap. Oh, what the fuck? God damn it. Well, not just that, like there's just no skins. Like no one does that stuff anymore, right? Like this is all her skins. Like I don't really care for this stuff. But like it's way too expensive. Yeah, I mean, what I would probably do is I would just layer over them with another skin just to have that extra damage. Like, I went and bought, I think, purple skins for Arcana just so I could have, like, that extra little damage. Like the weapon skin and stuff. But I can't be fucked to buy anything else on them. Yeah, I don't think anybody even does the Oz Jars, which is probably why they're not doing it anymore. They don't put anything in the Arc Pass or nothing for that anymore. They don't do anything for that anymore. Yeah, well, I mean, they gave us the one free one, right? So these characters all have it because I spent the gold on these two. This one got it for free. I bought this one. Striker has, like, nothing, and it doesn't even look cool. And there's probably nothing on the market. But... Literally nothing. Literally nothing for Striker. Nothing. Because no one does that stuff anymore. The only way to get legendary skins is from people doing Ozjar, and no one does that shit. What? What are these prices? What the fuck? Yeah, no, Striker was not in a very good spot for a long time. I would still argue it's not in a good spot. Which I feel like it's going to be one of the classes they rework next. It's one of the oldest classes. I think it is like the oldest class. What the fuck? It's dead already? God damn. What the fuck? Huh. Oh yeah, those are bound. Oh, come on, please. Yeah. All right, we're gonna do this dailies and then I'm gonna hop off for the morning. Should I do Nightmare on my Paladin for Circa? I think he's okay to do Circa Nightmare now, right? But no, Striker... Yeah, Striker was not a very strong class. It did it... Bro, I remember getting gate kept from Son of El for 2 hours. Trying to just do my Guardians for the morning. And then once it became a crit sin... Oh, it was invited everywhere. Well, no, my Striker now is good. My Striker now is strong. But back when Son of El was like our main Guardian, right when we had a con and stuff, bro, I couldn't even get into a Son of El lobby. Oh, for Pally? He's got 4,200 something combat power. He just rolled a high mid necklace. And he's got a double mid bracelet, full 8s. He's geared. Eventually I'm gonna start doing his arc crit. I think his arc crit will be pretty easy to do. Seeing as how I seem to roll the support lines on everybody else, so I should be able to roll support lines pretty easy on him, right? Plus, all I have to worry about is cutting the 8 willpower gems. Breaker is my lowest combat power. That's not right. Hold on. Breaker is arguably like my weakest combat power. I mean, Nightmare hasn't been bad. I mean, yesterday when I did it on my Striker, was it yesterday? I don't even remember. The pugs were doing a lot of damage. I wasn't. I don't even know, like, I never remember. What is minimum damage for Nightmare Circa? Isn't gate 2 750? Is that with rumble? I thought it was 750. I don't know. Oh, okay, yeah, no, my striker didn't do anywhere near. Because with rumble, my damage goes up by like 100, 200 mil. See, this is my lowest combat character alt. Arcana has just over 4,500 now, so. She also has a 9.7. Oh. Yeah, I was looking for songs yesterday on that chorus thing. Yeah, no, I didn't even do 700 on my breaker or striker yesterday. I was very disappointed. Hmm. Yeah, skins are kind of smudged right now because there's like no people playing the game. Yeah, there's like no one really playing the game like that anymore, so the skins are very far and few between. Few and far between. Yeah, I'm thinking of trying it out. I never remember when it's releasing. What kind of style are you looking for? Just like a plain black pant? Kinda. You know, we're not really gonna be doing any honing on my main anyways. I'm gonna do... Oh, he has no fucking weapon mass. You son of a bitch. Yeah, I'm not buying anything early, so... I'm not doing none of that. Guess I might as well try to get everyone to 17 armor. Yeah, I have no expectations for that game, so... 9 purple weapons. What the fuck? Oh, where's everybody at? Why is it the last character I plan on doing is always the longest? Oh, this honing is dog shit right now. Oh my god. Hmm. Are we just not cool enough? Like, bro, I want to go to bed. Are we just not cool enough? Brother. All the supports hungover, sleeping in or something? Jesus, my savior. My savior. I'm probably gonna get woken up here in like an hour. Oh, we tried to deliver, but we couldn't find your address. Oh. That's my shirt. I'm hoping it comes today. I'm hoping it comes today. My new shirt that I bought. But it said it was out for delivery yesterday. Yeah, all my characters, I bought them all like moderately or modest skins. No Gooner stuff. My Arcana has had the same sweater since tier 3. Oh shit. I bought her that Academia hoodie from like tier 3. I don't really care for Gooner skins, personally. Because, like I said, I respect women so much that I completely stay away from them. Yay, I got my punches off while it's knocked over. Woo! And now it's gonna fuck off. Oh, maybe not. I just went through the boss, that's no big deal. But now he's dead. GG's. Cow. Ooh, another relic book. I'm gonna go fuck myself. I'm gonna go fuck myself. Yep. Yep. All right, we'll start the evening off with dailies and shit. Get a little warmed up and stuff. Yeah, like a lot of the skins that I bought on my characters were like 5 to 10k each, which wasn't bad at all. Oh, what the hell? Cool. Ticket. Grab this real quick. Alright, guys. That'll be it for me this morning. I'm going to go to bed. And then I'm going to get back on in the evening as usual for dailies. And then we'll do some raids, because we literally have 5 raids. And then, I mean, I do have extra cathedrals I can try running, but who knows if I'm going to bother with that shit. But, we'll go from there. I might try and do more Nightmare A gear. But, we'll see. But yeah, appreciate you hanging out. I'll see you guys later, right? Take it easy. Peace.